So inside the valve we have the armature. The solenoid is placed over this and completely surrounds the armature so that it's at the center of the magnetic field. Inside the cylinder of the armature is the plunger and spring. The spring pushes the plunger down in a normally closed type valve. Because the plunger is pushed by the spring, it will sit in a down position to close the valve indefinitely. But if the coil receives an electrical current, then it will generate an electromagnetic field, and this magnetic field passes through the plunger and will cause it to move upwards against the spring, therefore opening the valve. At the center of the coil, the magnetic field lines are the most compact and therefore the strongest. This is why we place the plunger in the center. Once the electrical current is stopped, then the magnetic field disappears and the spring will force the plunger down again to close the valve. With normally open valves, we again have the coil sitting around the armature, but this time the spring pushes the plunger in an upwards position so that the valve is always open unless the solenoid coil is powered on. There are a few different designs, but one of the simplest to understand is if we pass a current through the coil in the opposite direction, it again creates an electromagnetic field, but this time the field pushes the plunger instead of pulling it. When the plunger is pushed, it will close the valve and stop